Hello and welcome everybody to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Burning Goblins, which is a first level Dungeons & Dragons role-playing adventure by Blue Sword Games. This is one that I found over on Drive-Thru RPG. I paid just $1 for it. It's pay what you want, and you can get it for whatever you want. And it's a great module, which I have just prepped for, and I'm going to be playing on the 24-hour stream. So, credit go to designer Mark Bowen and his team of wonderful, talented people and artists over at Blue Sword's game. So the first thing I want to say about this adventure is that it's great if you are a new-time GM, or in fact you're just trying to incorporate a quick one-shot session into an overall campaign, because it does a good job of starting you out into an adventure very quickly. There's not too much build up and lead up where there's nothing going on, which for a first level party, for first time players, can be a turn off to D&D. So it really gets you into the action straight away, which is great. Nice contents page, keeping everything clean, and I have to say the setup general of this module is nice and easy to read and to follow through and to reference different bits, and it has the stats for all the monsters which you're going to use, which is really helpful. So the first bit here, first page, is talking about tips for your first session if you're a dungeon master, which if of course is going to be pretty useful to you, but there's nothing different that isn't already in the Dungeon Master's Handbook or anything like that. So it's useful if you need to read that. So we get into the introduction, and it gives us with the backstory straight away, the story of the egg and how this was once in a kobold's lair and then became into the hands of some goblins, and it hatched, started terrorizing the villagers. And the basic premise of this story is that you are going to be trying to save this girl, this missing girl, who is stolen by goblins and taken to this dungeon, to this dragon, in fact, in a dungeon. So you've got the two basics of Dungeons & Dragons down in its very first adventure. So it's designed for 4 to 5 players of level 1. Any more you're going to have adjusted difficulty, but I mean it's quite easy to adjust, and it does encourage that. In fact, it encourages improvisation, which I myself have been doing when running this game. And a great map as well here, which shows everything that you're going to need to use in this adventure. It starts off in the Greenwood and then goes forwards through into the caverns where the dungeon is, and where the goblins and the dragons lie. So it gives us some basic first off information about things, backstory that the characters might know. You might wish to roleplay this out first, which is probably something that I would want to do as a GM, but it's all down to personal preference. So you could just make them have a roll, and this is what they already know. And it has a side note here which I like. Before the Burning Goblins, the adventure begins with the characters already having left out and set on your way, but you might want to do this more organically and have more roleplay, which I would encourage to do if you're going to run this module. Some nice flavor text about what's happening, sets the story, sets the mission, which you guys are going to be doing, and then we get into the areas. And this is typically how I see modules broken down. It's typically how Wizards of the Coast have done it themselves, the different areas, and they tell you what's going on here and what's going on descriptive-wise and story-wise in the same way. And another thing this module has is some additional encounters that you guys could throw in, which I like, because you might want to throw something else at them. You might want to throw a mist snake at them, for instance. You might want to throw a jade claw weasel at them, which sounds delightful, but probably isn't. And I like that the author has thought about this, that Blue Sword have thought about, well, what if they want to throw in something extra? It's nice. It's a nice little touch. And we go through the areas. It's got some random tables, which are nice. A lot of backstory and suggestions as to what could go on. I'm going to detail the story. I won't spoil anything for you. I think you should read through this all yourself. But to give you an idea, there is a spider dog, which I am very happy with. And this is a point. The appendix is very nice indeed. I like this a lot. I really like the artwork here as well. But the appendix has given you all the stats that you're going to need for the creatures in this game, other than ones which are already in the monster manual. So you've got the spider dog here, which is beautifully illustrated. You have the blight worm, and of course further down you have the dragon, Ragmore, and some nice acronyms, useful if you're a first time DM. I think this module is really suited and aiming itself towards that. So guys, This is a really good adventure for first level characters, and I think if you're a first time DM or just new, or you want to throw in a fun encounter with a dragon, then feel free to grab this module. It's great, you can pay anything you want for it, and I would recommend it myself. I'll be running it myself on the 24-hour stream. There'll be, if you missed that on Saturday the 26th, then you can of course watch it back on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, and see how I did it, and then make any changes that you'd like to as well. So let me know what you think of this module. Let me know if you've downloaded it and read through it and what you think, and how your sessions of it go. So thank you for watching, guys. I've been Will from Encounter Roleplay, and until next time, try not to roll too many nat ones, because I want to be there watching and laughing when you do. Thank you.